So welcome to day 3. So some props that you're going to need today are your customary pillow, because yes, we are going to end up with legs up the wall again. You're going to want a couple of bricks. You might want another rolled up yoga mat, or a firm bed pillow, or a firm couch pillow, or if you've got a bolster, then a bolster, and a nice blanket. So we're going to start in fish pose, but it's more of a restorative fish pose rather than active. So we're going to become very passive in this pose today. So I'm going to just explain to you about the pose before you get into it, just because I don't want you moving your head once you're in it. So what I want you to do is you're going to make a T with your yoga bricks. So top of the T at the top. So my head's going to go at the top of here. And then you're going to want your bolster or cushion on top. And then what you want to do is just pop that blanket on the top. Now the aim here in this pose is to get your top of your head on the mat behind you. So you want to take your hips against the edge of your bolster, coming all the way down, and then you want to get this top of your head on the mat. So shuffle back until you get your middle of your back on the props, and then bring the top of your head to the floor, and then you're going to just extend your legs away from you. Might feel like you're going to topple. Use your elbows and then point your toes. Now, ordinarily, we would put some sort of movement into the arms, but we're not going to do that. I want you to let your arms be passive, but I encourage you, if you can, to take your palms to either side of your belly. You don't want them on top, because then your arms are going to be away from the earth. Keep the elbows on the ground and just pop your hands either side of your tummy area, and just let your head be very heavy. Now you might feel a pinch in the lower back. If it's too painful, then all you need to do is slide yourself forward very gently so that your head comes away from the earth. If you're not getting much of a stretch, then take your head further towards the earth. So you're getting a much deeper stretch in the throat. And then once you're here, start to settle in. So the only thing that should have any kind of movement to it, not a force, but just a gentle push, is your feet pointing your toes. So I'm just going to come up and talk you through this pose whilst you're in it. So keep your head still. So today's practice is about creating space around your heart. So that's what we're doing here by lifting this head back, allowing space to come into the throat. If you have thyroid problems, this is a wonderful posture for your thyroid. I have an underactive thyroid, so I do find this posture extremely nurturing. But we're also opening up the heart, so the area in the middle of our chest. And this is really important when we're looking at nurturing practices, to really look inward to what we refer to in yogi as your heart chakra. So your heart chakra is the bridge between your lower chakras and your upper chakras. We won't go into detail on the chakras today, but just be mindful of it. The heart chakra is a very important chakra because it connects your physical being with your kind of your your outer being, your, the one that lives in the clouds, lives in dreamland, connecting with your being, your home. So sometimes in our inner winter, we tend to curl inwards, and that creates pain, it creates tension. So by coming into this posture, we really start to open up, and that in itself encourages release from pain, release from tension. So rather than curling inwards, we're opening up that heart. Sense of openness without effort. You're not putting much effort into this apart from pointing your toes. So you've done really, really well just coming into this really nice, relaxed posture. So to get out of this posture, I just want you to gently release your arms down to the ground, plant your palms, release your feet so they're not pointing anymore, and one by one, plant your feet on the ground. Just stay here for a moment, and then walk your feet out to the side of your mat so your knees fall in towards one another. Again, you might feel a bit of a pinch in your back. You're not going to be here for long. And then from here, just gently let your knees just drop over to one side and you'll fall off your props. And then using your top arm, just bring yourself up. Now we're going to come back down again into our next pose. So just come all the way around, and you're still going to use your props the way they are, but you're going to just bring your hips towards the edge of your bolster. Bring your feet together, knees come out, and then just slowly start to come back onto your props. So now you've got your head supported, your back, your spine supported. You can either take your arms away from you, drawing energy in, allow the elbows again to release down. We're in a nurturing position, we don't want anything active. Or you can take your palms to your belly, but again, elbows down into the ground and release. Close the eyes. Allow the tongue in the mouth to relax. And take your focus as you breathe in and breathe out through the nose towards your knees. Allow your knees to be completely relaxed. No tension in the thighs, in your glutes. Allow any tension in your pelvic area to release. Allow your shoulders to relax. So just have a couple of more breaths here. Noticing how you're feeling. Noticing where the pain is, directing your breath towards the pain. And then slowly take your hands towards your outer thighs and just draw them in, planting your feet down onto the ground. And then drop yourself over again onto your side and just push yourself up with that top arm. And then we'll set ourselves up for our legs up the wall pose. So take away any props that you're not going to need. And then I'll meet you in legs up the wall pose. So once you're in legs up the wall pose, I encourage you today to see if you can extend your legs wide, taking your palms onto your womb area, allowing your feet to completely relax. Take a micro bend in the knees if you've got any pinching in the knees, and settle in. If you're struggling with your legs up the wall, you could go and have a look at day 1, go into more detail on how to get up into legs up the wall there for you. So go and pop and have a look at day 1, legs up the wall pose, if you haven't already done that day. So just settle in, allow the eyes to close, and you're just going to be here for a few breaths. Allow the inner thighs to relax, the hips, allow the spine to connect to the back of your yoga mat, encouraging your shoulders to relax into the earth beneath you. Your head is heavy on the mat. And take this moment just to notice if you're holding any tension in your face. So allowing the cheekbones to relax, eye sockets, your forehead. Notice if there's any furrowing of the brow. Just let it be, let it relax. Your temples, your ears, your jawline, your mouth, and just take your attention towards your scalp. See if you can direct your breath, your gentle breath, towards encouraging your hair on your head to relax. And you feel your scalp relax. Allow all tension to release as you allow the inner thighs, the outer hips to relax, stretch, and bring a sense of calm towards your womb area. Well done. Take your palms around the outside of your legs and just gently draw them back in. Just be careful. Maybe give yourself some space, allowing your womb to settle back in if you are in pain. Just maybe take a couple of belly breaths here. It's quite an intense pose. And then just slowly drop yourself over to any side. Stay here for a couple of breaths. And then using your top hand, press yourself up, coming all the way up onto your knees. And just take your palms to your shoulders. Lift your elbows up. Tilt your chin to your chest. Just notice how you feel today. easing out that tension, that stress in your back body to encourage new energy, new blood flow, which is so nurturing whilst you're menstruating. Just bringing that flow through your womb space. Well done. Bring your palms together, thumbs into your heart center, and we bow. Namaste. So thank you for joining me on the mat for that practice. I really do hope you've found that beneficial, opening up the heart and really just letting go. So if this feels like a warm cuddle and a warm hug, then why not come and join me in the inner circle? It's my membership where we nurture one another, all for womb health and women's wellness. The Inner Circle membership is available. I'll pop a link in the comments below and you get your first month free. So what have you got to lose? So I'll see you tomorrow for our next day in this 7-day inner winter program. See you next time.